Hello everyone and welcome to the sportiest stream. Welcome to Sunday evening and welcome to more Rocket League action here, presented to you by the Skyward series. Our first match tonight will be from that league, the end of their wild card as we know it. Following that up, we have matches from LOS Champs and from the Black Line Championship Series. Let's take a look at our schedule today here. 3 matches, 3 big matches here, and 2 of them have playoff implications. We start off with Fearless versus Swordfish Academy. Their final spots for that main event coming from the wild card will be decided today. This is one of those matches. We'll talk more about it soon enough. Later on, we'll have LOS Champs back to stream after a very long hiatus with Magician Esports and RX35 Eternal. And ending off the night of Indian Academy, Cobb Gobblers fighting for a spot in the Black Line Championship Series Contenders Series playoffs that start next week. But our first match today, our only best of 7, Fearless takes on Swordfish Academy here, and this is a big match. This is the wild card stage of the Skyward series. Both these teams have done well to get through the groups, but it doesn't end there. A lot of these teams have had to fight through the wild card already. These are no exceptions. Take a look at that wild card right there. You can see at the very bottom of the screen. Last week, Swordfish Academy took down Striker New Jersey, and Fearless took down Lacombe and Fearless out of Group A, and with a 5-3 record. Swordfish Academy had a 5-2 record in Group B, and we've seen this Academy team before. That Group B is scary. One of the other teams in that group is 100x Carbon, and that team, we scroll up, has already made the playoffs, being After Hours on the other side. After Yakuma, another team in that group, got that second round, but lost to ZG Aces. Demonic Phantoms are also out of Group B, so we might be seeing upwards of 4 separate teams from one group this season making it in that top 8. If Swordfish Academy win, they'll guarantee at least 3 teams of such group. The other one being ODU Monarchs Silver, who got that auto buy after coming in number 1 seed. So that Group B is a really scary group. I think I saw it at the very start of the season. I mentioned how good that group looks. Well, tonight you're looking to do it here as Fearless, again, taking on that Swordfish Academy side. Get that predictions out for you all. Also got the lineups showing up to you all as well. Here they are. 3v3 action. I don't think I've mentioned that already, but this is a 3v3 matchup. Here tonight. Fearless, we haven't seen them before, but again, they've gone through Group A. They've gone through those troubles. They've only lost twice in that group. Yeah, not being number 1 seed makes things really tough for any team. But Fearless, again, coming out of their group, After Hours and Soul Thieves already having to fight through here. Soul Thieves are still in, they're playing against Demonic Phantoms. After Hours also got to round 2, so Group A is also pretty scary if After Hours also made it. Last team in that group actually is ZG Aces, who have already guaranteed a spot in the wild card. So Group A and Group B have dominated this tournament, that's for sure. We could potentially be seeing, a ton of teams from Group A make it. Again, New Age Panthers have already guaranteed a spot from that group. The other teams already joining them. Again, there's no other teams joining them as of yet, other than ZG Aces, but Fearless and Soul Thieves could make it, meaning we could have 4 teams from Group A make it to that main event. It's just a group versus group action. Group A, Group B, looking to see who will become supreme. Group C and Group D, only 1 team from each of those groups. And through Group C, it will Striker Randoms. Group D, New Age Demon Hounds. And we'll be getting things underway very soon, but that main event will be at the end of this week, so not even the end of this week, like 6 days from now, next Saturday, that's the main event, so expect that to be quite the battle. I'll be streaming the quarterfinals and semifinals of that event as well. What a big series this is. For these 2 teams. Again, it's single elimination. You win, you move to that main event. You lose, and you're out. Your season is over. They've already guaranteed a spot, at least in the top 12 when it comes to rankings, but no team wants to be in just the top 12. You want to be in that top 8. You want to be as far as you can, and the Swordfish is going to be in a group that they only lost to 135 Carbon and ODU Monarchs. They're going to think that they deserve this spot. In many ways, it feels like they kind of should have. They kind of should have had that spot. It feels like you're in a position where that spot should have been theirs. In so many other groups, they would have been that number 1 seed without a question. And yet, for them, they're paired in a group with two teams that have already guaranteed a spot in that event. The two teams that beat them, ODU Monarchs, 135 Carbon. So again, things are only going to get more and more intense here. Now, though, again, I'm just excited just to be in this moment, be able to share it with all of you. The All-Star Circuit coming down to its very final moments. And we're just looking to get these teams in. We might be on a slight delay here because one of these teams just told me they might be a bit slow. Talk about players who really stepped up this season. Slime, the captain of Fearless, as a captain usually does, averaging almost 2 goals per game, rating of 1.4. That's a very high rating. If you don't know, that's very high. It's usually means that there's a standout player, on a side. Source Academy, I was mentioned, this is a team that's very well rounded. They like to work between each other. Actually, for none of them have a rating over 1.1, except for Bromek, their captain. So expect these captains to be those leaders on the field. Again, Swordfish Academy, very much a well-rounded side. As Swordfish beat ODU? No, they did not. Or did they? They did, you're right, they did beat ODU, you're right. They didn't lose to ODU Monarchs. Who did they lose to? I think it was FFE, wasn't it? Who did they lose to? Sorry, no, it's Phantom Troop. They lost to Phantom Troop. Not ODU Monarchs. Thanks for correcting me. Yes, they were the one team actually that beat ODU Monarchs in the regular season. I forgot about that. Yeah, they lost to Troop, the Phantom Troop. My apologies. But they did lose to Carbon. I was right on that part. I got half the teams correct on that listing. Thank you for correcting me there, Chances and Bromek. Sorry, yeah, Chances and Bromek. Thank you for the corrections there. As, yeah, again, still for Academy. We'll see how it means, because again, there's so many really strong players. So many players out there that you look at and you go, yes, those are players that are going to make a difference. And, I mean, for these lineups, we'll take a look at them maybe one last time here. It's going to be Slime and Bromek. Those are the big players of these teams. Slime kind of being a heavy team leader. Bromek on his side, he's very much fundamentals based. You're not going to see him go, do anything crazy. That's well, again, that's one of the things that makes Bromek so versatile. It's the reason why he's been in this league such a long amount of time. He's just a fundamentalist. He doesn't do mechanics. He's not even that good at, actually, at air dribbling. I remember talking with Bromek in the past about his aerial mechanics, and he said he had none. And to be fair, I've seen this man air dribble. It's not pretty. So, yeah, he's not wrong about that part. He's just a fundamentalist. He positions himself correctly, and he has a really strong kind of eye for the game, a really strong playstyle, one where he just makes good decisions. And at this level, that matters. Making good decisions matters. You're going to see a lot of that from Bromek, and around him again, at least tonight, looks like it's going to be Claffy and Aiden, that usual, again, the starting three that kind of started off the season together. Obviously adding in Lumini Sommers mid-season to sub in for a couple matches. You're going to see Claffy's a little more defensive, and Aiden definitely more on the aggressive side. It's a team with roles. They definitely have distinct roles, but they play them out very well, and again, it's a team that's centered on playing better, not trying to be mechanical, not trying to do anything crazy, just being better, just doing the simple things better. And they succeed in that pretty well. But on the side of Fearless, again, it feels like a team that's led by Slime. We'll see how much of a role he has on this field. The rating of over 1.4. That's a very hard rating to get. There's very few players that reach that kind of rating, playing for as long as he has. A lot of questions, I'm sure, will be seeing how that works here between these players, how they're going to play around each other. Was where the other team at, Bromek? Well, I did say that one of these teams was a bit delayed. Fearless is a bit delayed right now. We're waiting on them to join on, and they have 15 minutes past to join. So, if they need that time, I have no problem giving it to them. We are already kind of going into our time here. As again, we're just waiting on Fearless to join the lobby. As soon as they're here, good to get things going. But again, hopefully they will be here any moment. They'll be able to make it in. I don't like a forfeit at this point in the season would be devastating for Fearless. They've made it so far. They've had a great season. To end it in a forfeit, that's not how you want to end any season. Especially not one that's been going this well. This team has that ability to make that top bracket. They're good enough to do it. They are getting a notice. Actually, they are joining in. So, thank goodness, we won't have to worry about waiting any longer for this. I don't want to wait for this match anymore. I want to see this one as... I got a big match here. Fearless out of Group A. Swordfish Academy out of Group B. This is for that main event, that top 8 spot. Slime, Cry, Oso Cinco, taking on Bromance, Coffee, and Aidnator. A best of 7, our only best of 7 of the night. But this is for the playoffs. This is for that Skyward Series event. This is to play next Saturday. Fearless on the blue, Swordfish Academy on the orange. One series sends you to the top 8. This is where moments are made. And this is where big players come out. Swordfish Academy. I'm sure the pressure willing onto them. We've seen this season. They were so successful early on. But a few slip-ups, a few losses, that's what separates them from being in that top 8 now to having to fight against Fearless to take it. And while we've seen the consistency this team has, Fearless will be a very strong adversary. A very similar record, a very similar position to get here. Don't take any game for granted here. This is a big matchup, and this is really where these teams are going to start to realize just how tough the competition is. Group A of this All-Star division, they've been battling here. While Group A has locked in 2 spots, so is Group B. But which group will be able to lock in more? Aidnator trying to get that early strike here. Swordfish Academy not afraid to go in that blue net. Bromance off the back wall. Cry will be there first. Fearless not afraid of those early chances. They're just tests right now from Swordfish Academy, it feels. They're just throwing the balls to the back wall, not trying to do anything too eloquent. Waiting for the opportune moment, but they might need to start creating chances. They're not going to get them for free here. As Slime shot saved by Aidnator. Well, the early offense from Fearless has been a little less than just a few shots. Swordfish Academy still having to play with it just as strong as they have earlier teams. As another great save from Bromance now. Swordfish Academy looking to break out. Bromance, long shot, but also Cinco will be there to retrieve it. And Swordfish Academy will look again. Fearless, not giving up room. Coffee, a big whiff, but Bromance will race under him, but recognizing potential of a miss there from his teammates. Coffee used to play in that Challengers division below. It's been a big move for him to go to that All-Star division this season. And he has been quite nicely with Swordfish Academy. He's definitely played more defensive on this side. He's sure he's had a couple whiffs and a couple mistakes, but the Swordfish Academy team does, allow each other to have those areas, allows each other to have a little bit more leeway. There's so many teams that play such a strict rotation, but Academy is a little more loose. It's not so strong. They follow each other up, but they won't do it here. That one's wide from Oso Cinco, and it goes off the post. Swordfish Academy continues to revive. Now back the other way. Bromance off the back wall. Coffee couldn't put it on. And it is Fearless starting to flip the script here. They're the ones going on the offensive. But Oso Cinco, challenge there. Off the corner, Coffee in the midfield. Bromance with a demo. Cry to Slime. He's been that team leader. Looking for the chance, but he won't get through Aidnator. And Fearless, you can see so many of these plays just kind of boil down to, can Slime make that necessary play? There's a reason why he's made it so highly. And you can tell this Fearless team rallies around him. Yet he's not been able to produce. Is now this one on the back wall. Oh, so Cinco had no boost, but Swordfish Academy didn't know it. And that's going to go wide of the net. Now has another chance. Slime stopped by Bromance. Still Slime though as he gets the ball again. Now he ventures in the midfield to Cry. But it will be Coffee to clear it away. 0 goals so far in game 1. But you can feel that pressure starting to boil down, starting to create these opportunities. Which of these teams is going to panic first? Coffee. Oso Cinco. Bromance off to the back wall. Academy could follow a miss off there. Aidnator puts it through. Goal 1 goes to Swordfish Academy. And credit to Bromag. Played that aggression. He's been going for demos all game long. And finally, one connects when it matters most. Swordfish Academy started with the offense. In that very first minute, that offense has finally found a breakthrough. And with less than 60 seconds to go, all he's to do is hold off Fearless. Bromag won't let Slime pass. Coffee now in the midfield, but he almost gave it away. Aidnader will be next to it, and Fearless don't have anybody back. Aidnader's gonna score. Where in the world was Fearless? Was it a double commit? No, it was Cry and Oso Cinco in the very same position. That Fearless rotation breaks down, and Swordfish Academy now double their lead to 2. Aidnader looking for one more. That's in the midfield. Coffee! That should have been 3. Fearless will be fortunate to not see that extra goal added. As Bromag now. Swordfish looking to keep that offense. At this point, a win feels almost secured for them. But a very strong start. It's been a very fundamental type game from both these sides. When it comes to fundamentals, there's no team that does it better than Swordfish Academy. We're seeing that truth being plastered all over this match so far. While Fearless may be a strong team, they're not going to beat Swordfish in their own style. Game 1 is over. Swordfish Academy with a beautiful start. And of course, as usual, Bromag leading this team. He may not have scored, but 3 saves will show the effort he's put on defense. 1 assist from him, 1 from Coffee. The Swordfish aside, it's showing you how fundamentals are done. It's a great start overall from this Swordfish Academy side, but will they keep it going? It's a best of 7, so there's no telling where the series will go. And for Fearless, while they may not have scored, they had those offensive opportunities. Don't expect them to stay scoreless forever. Definitely, I would expect them to score at some point in Game 2. You don't see teams as good as Fearless not score in a matchup like this. So far, Swordfish Academy, so much to build on, so much good to build on. We're not going to see very much variation on this playstyle from them. Take things simple, and really all they ask of teams is just do it better. Play their style better, to play against them better, to exploit some weakness. It's not easy to find them. You really do have to play better than them in at least one aspect of the game. For Fearless, it might come through the offense. It was a good start from the defense, but that offense of theirs definitely could be one to really punish Swordfish Academy. But they didn't do it last game, and now in this game, the question still lingers, is it possible? Slime looking for an early start. He's gone with a flatter car design here. I think he's actually gone with a breakout car. Interesting choice, but that car usually very good at getting a lot of power on those flicks and dribbles. Being a guy who does seem to be a little more solo-based in Slime, that's not all that surprising of a result. There's now another chance on Aidnader with another save, and Swordfish Academy, they only have to deal with 1 shot at a time so far. Fearless just not able to put multiple shots on that net, and you're not going to beat teams that way. It's another demo, and it's another score from Aidnader. Swordfish Academy, it's Bromag again. He's did this last game. I think we're seeing a replay here because he's done it again. Another demo opens up the back line, and another goal from Aidnader puts it through. Swordfish Academy, a much earlier start here in Game 2, and this is not what Fearless wants to see. But Bromag, continuing to run the offense, now finds Aidnader up to the back wall, maybe a second touch, drops it down, in comes Coffee, but he's hit it wide. Swordfish still searching, but the net stays open. Fearless will clear that ball away. Now Oso Cinco looking for the bump. But Bromag will recover, although he does get run into there by Cry. Aidnader off that corner. He's got a shot and smashed it under the crossbar. Another one for Aidnader. That makes 4 so far this series. Fearless cannot contain him. And say what you want about Bromag setting up these plays, it's Aidnader who's finishing them. Every goal has come from him so far. The Swordfish Academy's side finding so much offense. I told you, Aidnator, he's that aggressive player for them. And wow, what a way to do it. I said the one thing Fearless could maybe win would be offense. They're not going to win on it if Aidnator's playing this well, that's for sure. They've got to shut him down one way or another. Because right now, Swordfish Academy finding it way too easy to give Aidnator the ball. Fearless. Upfield. Bromek. Here's it away, though. Another chance. That's a big shot from Bromek. That one wide. Follow-up. Goes right through. A third for Swordfish Academy. Fearless. Well, they're not showing it, that's for sure. Swordfish Academy are bringing the aggression. And if this is the offense we'll be seeing today, this is the offense Fearless will not be able to stop. There's now another chance. Swordfish Academy, just at this point, relishing in the moments they are having. They're getting so many opportunities here, and they're really doing well at getting to that midfield and just, again, playing against Fearless in a way that Fearless just won't be able to beat them in any side of the field. As Bromek now, off the sidewall. Coffee bumped on the nose, but he will still keep the ball. Aidnator takes it away from him. Fearless, though, he'll clear back, and a good demo from Oso Cinco, but he missed his chance to shoot. Coffee will clear it out. And Swordfish Academy not wasting too much time on defense. Again, this team, it feels like it's one that's rushing to get out of defense, and honestly, that pace is working well to their advantage. Fearless are not a team that have done well to hold that midfield. Feels like a team that wants to play everybody up high. And this pace of Swordfish Academy not giving them the opportunity to reset in that midfield line to be able to put another challenge, but here comes a great play! Aidnator! Oh, what a block off the post! Swordfish Academy keep the clean sweep going. That's a good stop from Aidnator. A brilliant save, even. Well, now, keep that 3-goal lead intact. 2 minutes to go. But Fearless, at this point, is looking for some sort of mark of hope, some sort of mark of life. A goal, a play. We haven't seen Slime really do what he should be doing on this team. He's been that leader throughout the season. This is a big moment for him to lead his team. Because right now, Swordfish Academy giving Fearless no hope. As Slime to the nets! That's going to find its way in. Fearless. Slime giving them a chance. It was expected he would be the first one to score for this team. He did score late. They're still 2 goals down, and the Swordfish Academy defense is no joke. It's going to take a lot of effort for Fearless to topple them down. Here comes Slime looking for another chance. He's got to the back wall, second, and he's hit it wide of the net. Another chance from Cry. That finds the midfield. Swordfish Academy slow to react, but will still clear it nonetheless. Slime, not the first touch he wanted. Was that look for Cry? Bromek, the dunk. That one off the back wall. Bromek looking for another. Swordfish Academy want to seal this game once and for all. Coffee will do it there. He's had issues shooting so far this series, but that is not an issue at all. Off the sidewall, gets the second touch, and Swordfish Academy are back in business. What I've really loved about this game from Swordfish Academy, the scoring not coming just from Aidnator, it's from Bromek, it's from Coffee. Everybody's getting a goal this game. What was an already well-rounded team last game, just being even better this game. Coffee wants another double tap, but he won't get that chance. Cry will keep it out. As Fearless, I think just looking to end this game. That last goal may have given them a little bit of happiness, but that happiness has now been sucked away from them. As Swordfish Academy again showing that they're just a much better team right now. They're just doing the playstyle better. It's simple, it's effective, and that's really all you need to get to that top 8 bracket. As for Fearless, they need to find something to latch onto, something they can do better than Swordfish. This game, I just haven't seen it. Last game, I thought it might be the offense. Obviously, that's been shut down clearly in this game, as Bromek will get his second, and Swordfish will get their 5th. Fearless, it's not the offense that they're going to beat Swordfish on, at least. What can they beat them on? Is it the demos? There's got to be some aspect of this game they know they can beat. Maybe demos, maybe it's on taking the boost. Swordfish Academy will take game 2 right there An infield pass. Bromek will add one more. And although Fearless have shown the white flag here for Game 2, Swordfish Academy are ruthless. At this point, they just want as many goals as they can. This is an utter embarrassment for Fearless. A bad start to the final round of the wild card for them. And Swordfish Esports who are the ones bringing that pain. Finally, the ball will hit the ground. It's been an eternity for this Fearless side. They are going to make a substitution. They do have that ability to do so. Their fourth being Hayden's World. We'll see if Hayden's does jump in and Julio will replace, because it's almost certain they're going to make a change. And we'll see how this goes for them. A change in the middle of the series, you generally don't want to be in this position, but for Fearless, you're in a position where they don't really have much of another choice. These last two games have been absolutely horrible for them. Again, we'll wait then on Fearless to get their sub in here. Hayden's World will be the next one joining in. And we'll see what he does here, although Fearless, they are still struggling to get him. Hayden's World will be jumping in any moment. Fearless really want to get Game 3 started. They only have 2 players in the lobby, and both of them wanted to join up. I'll be waiting on Hayden's World to jump on in. He can sub in. Again, almost certainly that you saw that in the chat. That was the call at the end of the last game. Was to get Hayden's World in the lobby. He is coming in for not for Osocinco, for Slime. A big move here to move Slime, that probably that top player for them this season. Bringing Hayden's World, bringing their sub. Fearless are a little desperate at this point. They need something to stick. Maybe this change can do it. We move to Game 3. Swordfish Academy on a tear so far. Now with this new roster, will things change a little bit? I expect this to slow down Swordfish just a slight bit. They're going to have to get used to a new feeling Fearless. A team that's definitely different. A team that has a different player. But still, we'll see if that makes a difference overall. How the scoreline goes. Swordfish definitely have to control that midfield once again. They did it very well last game by their quick plays through. Looking for more as Aidenator off the back wall. Bromek, that one bouncing just wide. Try with the 50 on Aidenator. Academy putting on the pressure, but Cloffy's overcommitted. He'll get back in time, though. Fearless are chasing him down. He's still got the clear, though, and that's a big miss from Cry. Osocinco dunked by 2, and that one's going off the post! Swordfish Academy nearly got Fortune on their side, but it won't go in. Now no chance from Bromek. The demo on 1, the demo on 2! It's open! And it's Aidenator once again! Bromek brings the pain, and Aidenator brings the goals! Blood has been spilt all over that blue net. Bromek removing the Fearless defenders one by one, but Aiden's World will answer. And Fearless are right back at it. A big whip from Aidenator. And Aiden's World, that's all he needed to take that shot. A tie game. Fearless looking to start this series over. Maybe Hayden's World can be the answer. The Swordfish Academy still bringing that offense. Well, they are whiffing that ball a little bit more. Bromek there with that one. Aidenator jumping. Hayden's World nearly got through him, but it will be saved away by Aidenator. And Bromek will clear it away off that back wall. Try to get that dunk. You saw he tried to slow that ball and push it in front for Cloffy. It was just a little too powerful. Instead, Swordfish Academy relying on the corner is Aidenator. Oh, and him and Bromek hesitating there, both in the same position. Swordfish Academy losing focus on offense, but they do still have the ball. As Hayden's will. We clear out. Should be Aiden to clean this one up here. It should be Fearless. We'll have to continue to play on that back line. Bromank, though. Heading back to the corner. That's not a great bounce for him, but he does have the ball. Give it away to Oso Cinco. But Fearless couldn't make more of it. Bromank, the dunk, off the corner. Cry waiting, but he won't need it. Oh, it's Cloffy who's whiffed. Aiden dunks by Oso Cinco. And Cloffy has another missed opportunity. He's had a couple of those so far. The pressure getting it to Cloffy here. And so far, there's been a couple of chances. You think Cloffy, with the caliber that he's at, with the level he's at here in this season, those are plays he should be scoring on. Big misplays there. Swordfish Academy could have the lead right now, but it's not what they should be thinking about. Just looking to get more offense. Continue this play. Cloffy can't get through Hayden's world. Cry. Great first touch. Now can dribble, but he's missed the flick. Bromank will move him from the pitch, and Cloffy will clear it away. Swordfish is just such a decisive defense as Cloppy. A decisive shot! That goes off the post and in. And Swordfish Academy are in the lead again. A miss from Aiden's will. He called Oso Cinco off. And left Fearless with nobody back. And that's one for Cloppy. He's missed a couple of chances, but he won't miss that one. A big goal. Swordfish Academy continuing to just be that better team. It's Cry. Hayden's will. That one on! And Hayden's will scores again. Fearless. Definitely making strides here in Game 3. It's just beautiful. Hayden's will does not miss. Just a fitting replacement here for Slime. He's definitely taken Slime's role and has elevated it to a whole new level. Swordfish Academy have a real threat now to face off against. Hayden's will will not let go of what he's been able to do so far. Coffee. Great first touch, but he will be bumped off the ball. Gives it away to Oso Cinco, but he also gives it away here. Bromank whiffs. Coffee. Aidnator called off Cloffy there, and that's a big mistake. Cloffy could have had that play. He would have had a better challenge on it. Instead, Swordfish a little bit disoriented on the rotation. They still get the shot at the end of the play. It's quite easily kept out by Cry. Aidnator, once again, on zero boost, looking for the dunk on Aiden's world, but he won't catch up to him. Bromank, Aiden's world, that one in the midfield, it's a dunk from Cloppy, and he'll force it through! No respect for the Fearless backline! Cloppy barrels his way in for goal 3. And once again, the demo comes through from Bromank. Every one of these goals from Swordfish Academy, so often they're paired with a Bromank aggression. And you're seeing why these demos are so crucial at this level. It makes or breaks an offense at times. As Bromank now, looking to break through once again, looking for the bump on Hayden's world. But he wouldn't reach it. Now an Aidnator. Less than a minute to go. This game's felt pretty fast so far. But Fearless have been able to stick with it. But he didn't feel past Bromank. Looking to silence them with a dribble! And he gets the bump on Oso Cinco! And he gets the lead extended for Swordfish Academy! What a fitting way for Bromank to get that goal. A bump on that last defender. That is how Bromank has been playing. He may not be the one always credited with his assists, but my goodness, he has definitely been there. Fearless. Time is running out for them here in Game 3. The hope is as well. Match point, potentially quadruple match point for Swordfish Academy. Very likely at this point here, unless Fearless can turn things around. But right now, they can't even get out of defense. They still don't have the ball here. Aidnator. Outplay, now looking for Cloppy to add one more. That one will just be hit to the corner as Swordfish look to keep the ball. Bromank will put another in. That's his second. And for Swordfish Academy, as if you needed any more confirmation, that will secure Game 3. Swordfish Esports side must be feeling great because so far, even with that substitution from Hayden's world, it doesn't make a difference. They are still by far the better team. And for Fearless, it just doesn't feel like, even with the, Hayden's will coming in, even with the different roster, doesn't feel like there's a real playstyle change at all. Okay, Bromank, that's a little excessive, don't you think? 6-2 will be the scoreline at the end of Game 3. And for Fearless, they're only one game away from having their season ended here at the hands of the Swordfish Academy side. Doesn't get much more difficult than this. Fearless, on their last life, must create a best-of-7 reverse sweep. It's only been seen on the stream twice in its history. It's going to be a real battle to get close to that. Look at the shots. It's 13-3. Swordfish Academy, quite literally, are dominating this Fearless side. Look at the field domination, 70-30. Rarely do you see a domination over 65%. Swordfish Academy are just dominating this match. No other way to describe it. This series could be nearing its end. Fearless, do they have any hope left in them? Any final statements? This is Game 4. But for Swordfish Academy, more importantly, this is match point. It's their chance to go that top 8 bracket to join ODU Monarchs. 135 carbon there. One goal could set them ahead the rest of this game. Right now, they're the ones on the aggression looking for it. Aidnator bumped off the ball. Womank waiting back. Clocky will be called into action. Had a stellar performance last game, even though he started off with a bad miss open net. Makes up for it. He had 2 goals and 3 plays right in front of that goal. Every goal matters for Swordfish Academy at this point, just to make life even more difficult for Fearless. Really, it's also a bit of a mental battle at this point with how many goals they're scoring. I have to think that that mentality of Fearless has to be kind of factored into how Swordfish Academy is playing so far. Simply put, Fearless just don't feel so fearless anymore. They recognize their own mortality at this point, but that won't stop them there. Hayden's will put in there first, and I think for the first time this series, Fearless actually have a lead. Just a great demo from Cry opens up that space, and for Swordfish Academy, for once in the series, they don't have an immediate follow-up. It's an easy goal for Fearless. It's a 1-goal lead. Swordfish Academy, this series far from over. I believe they swept their last round when they played against Striker New Jersey, but that was a much easier matchup on paper. Against Fearless, it's going to be a whole lot tougher, but Bromek, not afraid, gets a triple commit. In comes Aidnator, flip reset, won't use it. Cloppy waiting, but he is smart not to challenge. Bromek wasn't back. They'll keep the offense because of Cloppy's hesitancy there. It's Fearless to clear it away. Cry, off the corner. Aidnator, not baited into the fake. In fact, he's definitely not going to be baited, but he does get launched by that bump. Cloppy, Aidnator gets the demo. Haydensfield, all alone in the corner. This touch goes a distance. Gets that 50 on Cloppy. Great follow-up from Haydensfield. Even on low boost, he knows just how much getting that ball out of his half matters to this team. They cannot spend too much time on defense, or else that's going to be when Swordfish Academy get their goals. I mean, with the 13 shots last game, it's no surprise that the Swordfish side can score. And they do it right there. A great demonstration as Cloppy just waits, and Bromek, again, just the beautiful assist. This guy cannot miss these passes. Bromek, as I said, a true team leader. He's creating the offense for the Swordfish Academy. But Fearless, oh, that was a great kickoff plan. Cry played aggressive. He went for that side mid boost instead of the corner boost, and he nearly got benefited. And that's a big open net miss. Fearless, though, still on offense because of it. Hayden's World, a chance to shoot, but Bromek will keep it out. He will go up the sidewall. Miss there. That's going to be brought in. Cry's got it. And Fearless in the lead once again. And this one, Bromek, I've mentioned his aerial play is something that has not always been all that perfect for him. That's another whiff you cannot make. Swordfish Academy, it feels like they're a little more relaxed at this point. They haven't been playing the same way. They don't want to let up against Fearless. I mean, we saw, how Fearless wants to play, and if Swordfish Academy don't play up to that level they did in the last couple games, this could spell a bit of disaster for them, although, admittedly, there's still a lot more of the series to go, as here comes Bromek, in front for Cloppy. Aidens will get the block. Aidnator, another whiff, means Fearless get that ball again. Cry, in the midfield. Aidnator missed it. And Fearless right now capitalizing on these Swordfish Academy whiffs. Pressure maybe getting to them here. They aren't so used to being in a deficit in this series. For a team like Swordfish, I'm surprised they're that nervous. They've been playing so well in close matchups. Bromek just trying to hit it away. Will be Cloppy's ball as he'll pinch it down the field, but it does go straight to Hayden's world. Bromek with a dog. Oso Cinco and Cry both jumping, but Cry has it. He's got to clear it out. Aidnator betting on the ball. Cry demoed out. Here comes Hayden's world. Bromek to the net. Oso Cinco save. Aidnator jumping, but Hayden's world will beat him to it. Here comes another chance from Bromek. Let's open. It's going. And Swordfish Academy never let up. They never let go. And with 1:17 left on the clock, this game tied once again. It's tied at 2. Persistence from Swordfish Academy. Fearless. Not able to keep them out. The offense from Swordfish Academy builds up to its level here. Bromek looking to make it free. Oso Cinco with a great block. And Aidnator jump for that one. You wonder where he was in that play, but fortunately for them, it's a bad turnaround from Fearless. That allows Cloppy to be able to extend this play through the midfield. Aidnator. When he gets dunked, Cloppy, does he realize? Yes, he does. I thought for a second he wouldn't. It was a bit slow to actually get to that ball. I don't think he realized just how needed he was in that play. For Swordfish Academy, again, they able to survive on the back line. Bromek goes across the field. Cloppy played aggressive onto it. He won't challenge. Fearless, that means they're going to have chance on the ball again. In front. Cloppy, not a great clear. Cry to the back wall. Bromek on a big block. Cry had that chance. He was going to score on it. And Swordfish Academy just want one more play in these final seconds of regulation. One more chance. Bromek demoing the field. Now in front is Aidnator. Hayden's world will stop him once again. Here comes Bromek. Another bump attempt. He's got that one. Oso Cinco left all alone. Aidnator towards the net. But it's Hayden's world to keep it out. A time ending here. Hayden's world. One last futile effort. This ball will be sent to the ground. Into overtime. Swordfish Academy. The playoffs are within reach. One goal can send them there. A team who struggled to make top 8 in all the seasons. All these players have had issues doing it. For Bromek and Aidnator, who played last season on Swordfish Bebop, they've lost in the Wildcard. They don't want to see that happen again. This is their chance to change history. For Cloppy in the Challenge Division, moving up to All-Star. He's never made it to a top 8 before. Lumity Summers last season, maybe never even had the chance. That much of a chance in the Wildcard, lost in the first round of it. These players, a chance to go to the playoffs, to the final bracket. These are veterans of Swordfish Esports. This is their chance. That one off the post. Bromek, maybe to take it. Aidnator stopped by Oso Cinco. And for Swordfish Academy, kept out for now. Hayden's world. Off the sidewall, Bromek off the ceiling. Won't get it. Hayden off, but it's Cloppy to save it away. Now another shot. Oso Cinco. A big block. But Aidnator does have the challenge too from Fearless Go. Bromek stopped by Cry on the back line. Cloppy will wait once again, but he will keep the ball. Swordfish Academy, they can sense this, worry from Fearless, and they might need to be worried as Cloppy in for Bromek! That's it! That seals the series! Swordfish Academy! A sweep in the second week of the Wildcard! They're going to the final bracket! One moment ends the lives of Fearless, but for Swordfish Academy, a first for so many of these players. 4 games, but man, those were 4 of the toughest games for Swordfish Academy this season. At least mentally it must have, knowing how close they have been to the playoffs before. And not able to make it. This is a big moment for them. Their final bracket. They're set to play in it next Saturday. Just getting there. What a huge accomplishment. These players, most of them are veterans that played in multiple seasons. In fact, all of them are veterans. They've all played in multiple seasons. I've seen these players so often before just fail to make it. But this season is different. And Swordfish Academy, celebratory now. Final bracket made. What a night for them. This is a night they won't be forgetting very soon. Monumental. All I can say. That's all I'll leave you with for now. We'll be going do a little interview here with that Swordfish side. Hello there, Swordfish Academy, Bromank, Aidenator here, as well as Lumity Sommers. You're going to the playoff. That top 8 bracket. It might, it's a first for so many of you to make that final bracket. Even, I think for you, Bromank, you've never made that top 8 before. And now you're here. Aidenator's here. He couldn't make it last season. Lumity Sommers lost in the Wildcard last season. Cloppy, I don't think he's ever made it. This is a big moment for you guys to finally make the playoffs. You guys are veterans at this point. And it's always been eluding you guys, that top 8 bracket. But Bromank, how does it feel for the team as a whole to finally be able to break past that barrier?
It feels great, Did it with a very strong team. I was comfortable putting anybody in the roster. This week we threw in Cloppy, and Cloppy played amazing.
Aidenator, I mentioned last season about that Swordfish Bebop side. Oh, so many people said early on that season, this is the team that's going to win it all. This is the team that's going to be the best. That wild card, an absolute collapse last season. Coming into this season, I'm sure you had that in the back of your mind. Those past that past season haunting you. And can you tell me what how did you do to combat that stress, that pressure that must be on you, knowing that last season ended so poorly for a team like this one that has had such a strong start?
Honestly, I don't remember anything about last season, honestly, so kind of just not there in my brain. Not really a whole lot of stress.
And I know as well, joining us also here is Lumity Sommers. I know I didn't get to play today, but you've been instrumental in this team's success all season long. Just tell me what it's like to be on a roster like this, because it's such a fundamental roster here, Swordfish Academy. They're probably the least flashy roster that's going to be in that top 8, but there's a reason you guys deserve to be there. And it's just that what you guys do, you do so well. Can you tell me kind of what it's like to be in this fundamental style, this fundamental play style, and see it executed to perfection every single week?
I like being on this team because we kind of have our specific roles, but we're also very fluid with it. So if someone is lacking, someone will pick up the slack type of thing. I'm just glad they picked me up midway through the season. I feel like we all fit well together, no matter who's playing.
Again, it's a roster that just works so well. But that final bracket, and I don't know who you're playing. It might be...
It gets reseeded.
It gets reseeded, doesn't it? Yeah, it does get reseeded. Well, you guys will find out soon enough who you want to play, but in that final bracket, there's so many teams already made it. ODU Monarchs is waiting there. Do you guys want to play that team again? Is that the team you want to play in that quarterfinals? Because, there's a chance you guys play against them. I mean, or do you want to play against another team? You want to play against Demon Hounds? You want to play against New Age Panthers? Yeah, Carbons in that bracket? There's a very good chance you'll be seeing... demonic Bantams go back to that top 8 bracket.
I'm down to play anybody except Carbon right now. Carbon scares me a bit, but we'll just hope somebody else takes them down. We can beat literally anybody else easily.
Well, Bromank, already answering my question there. You don't care who it is, but is there any team specifically that you want to play against?
Oh yeah, we'll take ODU down again. Keo came in here, tried to talk a little trash. I'm down to beat him again.
Bromank's calling a shot. He wants ODU Monarchs Silver on his matchup for that quarterfinals. I'm sure ODU Monarchs are still hopefully listening in. Hopefully they've heard that message loud and clear. Again, congrats on it. A 4-0 sweep, though. A quick series, but it must have had the weight of so many seasons past on there. For me, as a guy who's seen you guys all play and, continuously just not make it there, to see you guys make it, man, this is a huge... I feel kind of emotional about this, to see you guys, every single season. All of you have played at least a season before. You guys are all veterans. You've been here for a while. I know Bromank, I think you've been here since the very beginning of the Skyward series. Aviator, have you been here since the very beginning? I think you have as well.
I have.
Yeah, I was
it all
gonna
brings
say.
me. It all brings me back to that first score for
Score
cure.
Yeah, you guys were even here during that Swordfish tournament, the precursor to the Skyward series. I mean, seriously, this is a huge moment. I feel like you guys can just you guys need to acknowledge that. I mean, there's so many people that have helped you out in that. We're gonna end this interview here, but before we do that, obviously, we'll get some shoutouts going. Let's just go through the lineup here. Let's start with Lumity. We'll go to Aiden, and then we'll end with Bromank. So Lumity, Sommers, any shoutouts? Anybody you want to thank? Any things you want to say before you guys start to prepare for that final bracket?
Shout out to the team that won it today. And shout out to the watch party down in Academy Watch Party. A Legend, Clothy, Cinco, Kills. That's my shout out.
We'll now move on to Aidenator. Is there anything you'd like to say as well, Aiden? There.
And just thank you to my team as always. You guys are awesome, and another thank you to my friends watching as well.
We'll end it here with Bromank. Man,
Of course.
You've been on the stream a ton, Bromank. This is a huge first for you. Is there any final message you want to leave off with before, again, I'll leave you guys to go and practice for the rest of this week, and for next week, to make sure you get as good as you can for those All-Star Championships?
Like I always say, watch our film, study us. You're not going to learn anything. We are the most unpredictable team. You don't know what you'll see with us each week. And I wish everyone luck who runs into us.
Again, congrats on your win here. A big 4-0 sweep over Fearless to make it to that top 8. I can't even believe you guys are here. It's such a feel-good moment for so many people, because there's so many OGs who've been around here who don't understand just how important this moment is. But again, congratulations. I mean, it's a big moment. Again, go celebrate. Go enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great night.
Thank you, Sporty.
Have a good night.
There you go, Swordfish. We'll be there in that final bracket as in our matches later tonight. We've got 2 more matches. Magician Esports, Economics Eternal, Affinity Academy versus Cobb Gobblers. Again, what a win. 4-0 sweep. I still can't believe it's happened. Man, it's a feel-good moment. Thank you all so much, though, for joining in. We'll be live again later tonight with that upcoming match. For now, thank you all so much for joining this Sporty stream. We'll see you again later tonight when we have LOS Champs and Blackline Championship Series action here.